We're in a different phase.
Yep.
Pandemic. Should we say that we're at the endemic? It's still something like the flu. It'll always be around. But should Biden put out a new policy that's sort of like, I think he could own this ground somewhere between the Republicans, who sometimes seem too irresponsible, and the Democrats, who seem too cautious.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. For people who are vaccinated, this is something that's closer to an endemic problem than a pandemic. It's a little bit worse than a flu. You know, if you get it, it's not great.
Depends on who you are.
It depends on who your
profile is.
But what you really have is a pandemic of the unvaccinated. If you are unvaccinated, you have a 12-time higher chance of dying from COVID. If you are vaccinated, the risk of getting COVID or getting seriously ill is probably the same as the risk of driving on an American highway. In other words, a risk that you should be personally allowed to monitor and deal with. I don't think there should be mandates about things one way or the other. I feel like we should get to the point where once you're vaccinated, once you have your booster shots, you get to decide what level of risk you want to deal with.
Thank you. Yes. And we not only have a vaccine now, we have a pill.
Yeah.
The government today bought 50 million, I think, doses of a pill from Pfizer. And
that's going to be a game changer, by the way.
If you have money. I mean, the last thing I read about it was the pill cost them $17 to make, and they're going to charge $712. So when people say, why are you so skeptical about? I could give you 10 reasons, but that certainly is one.
But
that's a lot of money. It's a big cottage industry now, I noticed, that has grown up around people tested.
Right.
I still get tested. I had the vaccine and I had the disease. I mean, I didn't have any symptoms except the 2 days I couldn't smell. Then one night I was in bed, I farted, I went, I'm back.
I feel like,
why am I tested every week? It's silly.